Welcome back, gents. Now, the trucker convoy kicked off last week, and I've been having a hard time finding, news, videos, stuff like that on YouTube for it. So I figured I'd throw my hat in the ring and try to dig up as much information as I can. Maybe stuff just to give you guys a laugh, just to get a little bit more info out there, out on the YouTubes. And just throw my hat in the ring. Anyway, I wanted to fill you guys in on where you can get a bit more information if you're looking for a lot of on the ground stuff. I found Hammerhead Garage. He has been doing, he's right down in Ottawa, and he's been giving more information. If you pay attention to the the mainstream, holy cow, you're going to get a completely different picture from the reality situation there. Another guy I follow is Viva Fry. He did a whole 6-hour live stream right on the streets of Ottawa. Check that out, but definitely give a listen to Hammerhead Garage. Go subscribe to that channel, and there's lots of information. Yesterday they did a podcast talking about what is actually going on. There's the rumors about the GoFundMe, which, by the way, is nearly at $10 million. Hit refresh there. Wow, it's getting up there. There's a rumor that the funds have been seized. Well, that's just a bunch of crap. There was talk about truckers stealing food from the homeless. That was a thing that Justin Trudeau had said. It turns out that I think that came from some news media organization that got a call from some place where a soup kitchen where they feed the homeless, and it sounds unsubstantiated, like there's no reality to that. Apparently on the streets, the trucks have food falling off of them. You can't go anywhere without somebody offering you a burger, a hamburger, a hot dog, something. Anyway, that's the information. But what's going on out on the internet when it comes to mainstream media? When it comes to mainstream media, they've got a really bad spin, a bad take on things. I tried tuning into Global, tried tuning in, CBC. No. Terrible journalism. It's, just the worst. This was something that I found interesting coming from Sky News. And this is them talking about the truck convoy, and this is a few days ago. Now they were saying that people that watched their show were complaining, why aren't you not talking about this? Why are you not talking about this? And in the middle of, and they said, okay, well, we'll bring it up. And in the middle of talking about it, they had this guy come on, and he talks about a post in the Washington Post. Anyway, you'll hear what he says here.
There was a piece in the Washington Post which explains exactly how messed up the mainstream media is on this. I was reading it before we came on. They said this is a toxic demonstration. They used words like toxic about it. They said that the media should refuse to humanize. Refuse to humanize the protesters. So they're talking about fascism.
Yeah, let's look at the cartoon.
They're saying they're not
just have a look at this cartoon, James.
Look at this.
This is a cartoon that ran in which they actually literally dehumanized those protesters as fascists and decrying them all as fascists. And this is the problem, Rita, that we constantly see the dehumanization. We haven't seen this sort of thing since the 1930s.
Now, so we can see exactly what they're doing there. Fascism, refuse to humanize these people. Terrible. Now, if you take the word fascism and you go to Mussolini, who came up with the idea, and look at his definition, he defined it as the perfect merger between corporation and state. Now, are a bunch of truck drivers doing that in Canada, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think so. I think that's what the truck drivers are fighting against at this moment. Let's not take the biggest corporations and merge them with the state and have their way with everyone. I think fascism that word can be thrown places, but I don't think that at truck drivers at this moment. There's no point. Anyway, I've been having some fun on Twitter. I joined this website called Twitter, where everyone's having discussions about these things. And I thought I'd share with you a bit of the stuff that I've been seeing on this lovely website. The people are so welcoming and warm and nice on this website. But this came in this morning, and this is on the ground in Ottawa. Man in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, has a meltdown. Let's have a look at that.
Because I haven't slept in 5 fucking days. It has to fucking stop. The honking will continue until freedom improves. Simple as that. Simple as that. Fuck you. Fuck me? Fuck you. Join us.
Join us. Great. So, I mean, obviously this guy's not having a good time, and well, we can understand why. So the trucks have it 10 minutes on the half hour. So every half hour for 10 minutes, they're honking their horns, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. They're on a clock for that, and yeah, it's pretty disrupting. And I mean, so I quoted this tweet and said, "Imagine having people impose themselves on you, causing a disruption in your life. 5 days. Wow." So, I mean, I get it. It's probably horrible for this guy. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's very, very horrible for this guy. And, you know, I don't blame him for being upset. But I think he's taking it out on the wrong people, because obviously the truck drivers came all that way because they're upset about something. You might want to hear them out. I'm just going to throw that out there. But there's some more really good replies to this. I mean, I could go on for hours in the replies on this one. But some of my favorites here. I'd buy a noise reduction headset for the guy, but they won't allow me inside Canadian Tire. Ouch. And then this is probably one of my favorites. And oh, hey, look, we're quoting a figurehead here. This is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She is a Democratic senator in the United States. Or is she a congresswoman? I don't know. I'm not American. I know she's a big political figure on the left, which a lot of these guys that are against the protest follow. So I'm sure they would appreciate her words. The whole point of protesting is to make people uncomfortable. Activists take that discomfort with the status quo and advocate for concrete policy changes. Popular support often starts small and grows. To folks who complain protest demands make others uncomfortable. That's the point. Wise words. Wise words. Wise words. So anyway, been having a lot of fun on this website, and figured I'd share some of this with you guys. Oh, there's one more good one. And that is this lovely gentleman yesterday. Ram Ranch was trending on Twitter for the Freedom Convoy 22. And so if you don't know what Ram Ranch is, I bet you I know a lot of you do. Ram Ranch is it's a gag song that's meant to trick people into like playing it on a loudspeaker, and it's basically just an ode to 18 naked cowboys out in the yard. Have a listen. It's funny. It's really funny. But this guy, he jumps in on this. Residents of Ottawa, go search Ram Ranch. Play it loud from your windows. Let the Freedom Convoy Canada 2022 hear the sounds of its people. Rated pretty adult, if you ask me. It's far past R. Yeah, it's pretty rated X, to be honest. But hey, go have a listen, because I actually thought this was funny, because a lot of these pearl clutchers, of course they're offended by it. Most truck drivers have a laugh. Probably not let their kids hear it, but have a laugh at Ram Ranch. So go, honestly, after this video, go have a listen because it's funny. But so I got in there, I replied, "Joke's on you, it's a bop." Love it. Love it. So yeah, of course he had to quote tweet that. "Hey, look, one of them came down from the Ram Ranch to thank us." So I had to double down. And hey, look, isn't gay shaming bigotry? Aw, Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey. There's no place for homophobia in Canada, Mike. Shame on you. See, the thing is, they put up this big straw man of this like yokel that doesn't exist. I mean, people are pretty tolerant in Canada. I don't know what straw man you're trying to insinuate these average everyday truckers are. People really don't care about what you do in your personal life. They just don't care. So I kept it going, of course. And the intentional mispronoun because he called me it. Bigot. And then he, of course, goes to you're a nameless faceless account on Twitter who supports Nazis, of course. Everyone I hate is a Nazi. Everyone I don't like supports Nazis. Nobody supports Nazis, you idiot. Nobody does. I don't know why people actually think that's a good comeback. Anyway, not even close. All my info is available out there. You can have at her, you know what I mean? You were trying to bait and gay shame people who don't agree with you, and I called you out on it. Now you got to eat your words. Yeah, that about sums it up. So he says, he's doubling down. Like, here are the boys down on Wellington, you know, having a Ram Ranch. I said, some serious hateful language coming out of you, my man. Not gonna lie, pretty hypocritical. The song's a bop, though, for real. Most underrated love song. Go have a listen, hey? Go have a listen. Anyway, I figured I'd throw this one out there. Maybe you guys can have a laugh. Things are getting stressful. Things are getting tough. A lot of people are they're bickering, and it's bound to happen. And for the rest of you out in Canada, they're supporting this movement. Stock your shelves. Stock your shelves at home. It's gonna get tight. It's gonna get tight. But as long as you're prepared, then we're good. And bring your communities together. Everybody get out there and talk to your neighbors about this, and share the love, because there's a lot of love out there. And you know what? Keep on trucking.